Hello, Taurus. This is going to be your money and finance read. Thank you for being here. So glad you can make it. I hope you're all doing well. So, Taurus, let's move on to what your messages are for money. Yeah, let's begin. I heard wild horses couldn't keep me from it. What you doing, Taurus? Spirit, what is the overall energy surrounding Taurus and their money? What is the overall energy surrounding Taurus and their money? What is the overall energy surrounding Taurus and their money? Please, thank you. Woo! Dowsing rods, seeker. So you're seeking for ways to do what you need to do with your money. For some of you, you're having trouble seeking and finding ways to do what you want to do with your money or what you want to see happen with that. But you are determined, or there's a need to be determined, or don't lose your determination here. For some of you, there's something you're looking to see happen that you've been after. For some of you, what you've been after and seeking, you're having trouble getting it. So let's see what's a positive aspect that's going on for you in your money and finances. Dear Spirit, what is the positive aspect occurring for Taurus and their money and finances? What is the positive aspect occurring for Taurus with money and finances? What is the positive aspect occurring for Taurus with money and finances for the month? Please show me. Thank you. Look ahead. Okay. So that's a 20. It can also break down to a 2. This is you being a visionary, planning and preparation. With the 20, this is you. This is judgment. Or with the 2, this is the high priestess. So this is you perhaps focusing on your, using your intuition. This is you having secrets or access to hidden knowledge. This is you perhaps trying to see past the mystery of things concerning money or situation in particular. You may be looking for enlightenment or illumination in a situation. But with judgment, this is you wanting a decision in your favor, or you are looking for change and growth. You are looking to put in effort to build or rebuild something. You may be looking to see how you can release something. You also may be looking at how to rectify something or get reconciliation. There may be some criticism here, but this is you looking ahead. Whether you're able to make it happen with something in particular or not. This is you still remaining to be the visionary, focusing on planning, focusing on preparation, looking ahead, okay? Having a positive outlook no matter what's going on in your world or with decisions or with a judgment call. For some of you, you're experiencing awakening. Okay, you're getting some sort of realization that's positive to do with your money or your goals with money here. You may be getting something you've been seeking for, or even if it's with something that you've been having trouble getting what you're seeking. So let's see what the negative aspect is that's happening around your money and finances, Taurus. What is the negative aspect occurring for Taurus and their money and finances? What is the negative aspect occurring for Taurus with money and finances? What is the negative aspect? I also feel like you're not being judgmental about yourself. If there's something to be judged. I also feel like this is you rising to the call. What is the negative aspect occurring for Taurus with their money and finances? Thank you. Protection. Ooh, okay. So this is a negative aspect. Protection. So the negative aspect with your money and finances is there may be a lack of protection or a lack of support, a lack of intervention. I don't feel like it's you. I feel like it's with who you're dealing with or turning to. There may be issues with you getting loyalty in a situation. There may be a three-party situation that this is concerning. I feel like you may not feel as protected, or you may feel vulnerable financially or with a particular matter or situation that is of value to you that could be connected to work. I'm hearing redirect. You may be having trouble being able to redirect something, or there's a need to try to redirect something for your own protection. Or it's because you lack protection in this with something. But others are concerned. There are others concerning this matter. You could be dealing with individuals who are wolves in sheep's clothing. There's a need for you to be clever, to be sharp, to have quick wit. Something is in a gray area or it's not really clear. There may be issues with knowing how to get protection concerning your money or your goals with money. You may be experiencing poor representation. You may not be being advocated for, or there's trouble having something advocated for you on your behalf. Or you may be having issues with how to advocate for yourself, or there's trouble with protection or security here. It's possible that others may not have your back when they're supposed to, Taurus. So let's see what the messages are that can come through for you about your money and finances. What do Taurus need to know? There also may be a need for you to guard your money, to protect your money, to shore up your money, to be more careful with your money or your goals with money. There's problems with being able to be on guard or being able to guard your money or to do with this particular situation that is of value here. Spirit, what do Taurus need to know about their money and finances? Be careful with what you are seeking or looking for. Because it may not be something you want to get. or it doesn't protect you the way that you thought. What do Taurus need to know about their money and finances? I also feel that there is the negative aspect is the lack of protecting yourself, the lack of being on guard, the lack of staying observant about your money and finance situation. There could be the problem with not being able to do anything about something. You do have the Six of Wands and the Queen of Swords that came out here. So there's something that you're wanting some victory or acknowledgement with, or you want some to receive recognition, or you may be dealing with where you're not being acknowledged here with something you're trying to communicate. You could be dealing with someone who is emotionally detached or only focused on their success, or after ensuring you don't get success. So be careful. Someone may not have your back. You have the Ten of Cups. So there's a focus on family, or a focus on wanting to get some fulfillment with something, or have something work out the best that it possibly can. What do Taurus need to know about their money and finances, please? Messages for Taurus, money and finances. What do Taurus need to know? Let's see. Okay, Taurus. At the bottom, you do have the High Priestess. So this is your overall energy and focus with the High Priestess here. This is you tapping into your intuition, following your intuition, but there's a need to follow your intuition. With the High Priestess here, there may be some secrets or hidden knowledge, or something is a mystery here for you as it has to do with money and finances. Yeah, because you're at a stalemate with the Hangman here. You could be involved with or dealing with a Pisces individual or a Cancer individual. So there's something being held up. You may be feeling like a victim. You're just frustrated. You're trying to have wisdom around the situation. You're trying to figure out the alternative. You're trying to have enlightenment, or you're looking to have enlightenment here. You're looking to sort something out with money, or something in particular with a situation to do with money or something of value. You do have the Four of Cups. You do have the World. You do have the Hierophant. Your attitude towards your money is the Ace of Pentacles. Well, well, well. Your worry with money is the Seven of Cups. Your outcome, your challenge. Whew. I was so glad this is not your outcome. I'm not trying to do that to you, Taurus. Nope. Mm-mm. 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 This is your challenge, okay? I repeat, this is your challenge. It's the Tower. And your outcome is the Four of Swords. So let's look into this. Let's look deeper. So you got the Four of Cups here coming in. So you're focusing on, doing what you need for yourself. It may be some blended pleasure here. There is some element of dissatisfaction, with the way things are and the way things are going. But this is about you trying to gain an opportunity or focus on seizing opportunity, or you're not investing into anything else, or you're focusing on investing in you, your needs, what needs to happen for you, focusing on the opportunities for you so you can try to get some sort of satisfaction in the situation. So this is you focusing on self, pouring into yourself. This is you not taking care of other things until what you got to see happens first. So there's some sort of completion here. What's interesting is that this worker bee, something you've been working hard on, okay, and that you were trying to protect yourself with. I feel wearing this mask comes to a close, comes full circle. So for some of you, there's success with what you want to, with what you need to complete or do with money. For some of you, there is you needing to protect yourself. And I feel that you are successfully protecting yourself from a loss of money or resource. I feel that you're very diligent. You work very hard to that regard. The world is here because of the Page of Wands. There is some partial nudity here, so let me cover her boobs. You got the Page of Wands. Can you see that? Oop. So this is you. She's got her hands over her ears almost, so there's something that you're not. The Page of Wands talks about news, right? I feel like this, for some of you, this is you protecting yourself about something, a money matter or a money goal that you were trying to complete. And you allow some closure here, or the way that you protect yourself is to allow some closure, because whatever it is that you were inspired by or looking to pursue or get a response or news with, you shift your focus because you're not hearing or you're not seeing the action you want to see here towards this. So the way that you protect yourself is that you allow this matter to come to a close, or you redirect your energy on the situation and you focus on something new. For some of you, something around a money situation comes to a close that there was some dissatisfaction with, because you're not being listened to, or it's not being acted upon, or you're not getting the response you want. For some of you, you feel vulnerable and exposed. For some of you, this is around your impulse to protect yourself. For some of you, there is some exciting news that comes in that you may not have had any clue about, or even an interest towards, or even thinking on, that allows you to see some completion with something. With that world, you also have the Two of Pentacles. So this is some sort of juggling or trying to change something or adapt or balance something out. You're juggling something here. This was something where there's a matter with money or finances that for some of you, something could go either way, where you experience completion and it allows you to go in a new direction, or you get the response that you're looking for. For others of you, there's closure to a source of money or resource, because you don't get the response, or you don't act upon it. But there's closure with something here connected to money. Something is completed, something is done. And your focus is to be safe as a result. Be careful about being impulsive. Be mindful about being reckless. Or your ability to change something wasn't possible because you weren't able to protect yourself, because the actions that you were taking, or how you were trying to drive ahead with something, you needed to pay more attention, or the matter was too tricky. But with the Two of Pentacles here, there is some duality here. So for some of you, Taurus, you do experience a positive change where something comes to a close, or you're able to complete something where there was a struggle trying to take a matter in a new direction, or go after something that was originally inspiring to you, or that there was a lack of inspiration around it. For some of you, there's struggles with this. This is your energy, Taurus. So with the Hierophant here, this is you being very committed about your money and finances. This is you keeping the faith. This is you getting information or learning something. This is you focusing on your stability, focusing on your commitments, focusing on perhaps coming up with sticking with the traditional way of doing things. With the Hierophant, you may be playing it safe. With the Hierophant, for some of you, you are turning to an institution for support or a loan in some way, financially. For some of you, you stick to what you believe in, and you just keep the faith. Because with that Hierophant, you do have the Five of Cups. Now, the Five of Cups talks about loss, talks about negative emotions. But what I find interesting about this particular Five of Cups is that he's holding a cup. So there is some sort of opportunity that you are able to receive, or there's a way for you to salvage this. But there may be, you may need more information, or you may need more knowledge, or you may need to wait for it to be structured, or there may be a need to wait for a change. Or this may be you needing to just not, this is you not going against the grain in the meantime until an opportunity presents itself. But I feel like whatever negative emotion is here, you keep the faith and you focus on what you can salvage and how to recover. And you're not crying over spilt milk. You may even be moving on from a situation that you were dealing with a higher power, Or this is you being able to recover because of a higher power. Whether this is an institution, agency, or your faith in the universe or what you believe in and pray to. Because your attitude towards your money and finances is the Ace of Pentacles. So you're focused on the, potential to gain something, to create something new, to bring something new into form. You're focusing on new source of money. You're focusing on a new firm foundation that you can build and create for yourself. You're focusing on gaining money, creating money. With this Ace of Pentacles, a new practical approach. This may be you gaining access to hidden knowledge that allows you to gain, or you're trying to gain access to hidden knowledge that allows you to gain in a situation. Now, your worry is the Seven of Cups. You're wishing for something, and you're worried that you won't get it. You're worried about making the right choice. I also feel you're worried about getting the choice that you want here. You may be worried about being able to clear something up or get past the illusion here. Let's see more about this Seven of Cups. You want to heal the confusion. You're worried about being able to heal the confusion. The Ace of Pentacles can also be you planning something new, preparing, coming up with a new approach. Coming up with new reasoning around this. Tell me about the Seven of Cups. What is the worry with the Seven of Cups for Taurus? What is the worry of the Seven of Cups for Taurus, please? What is the worry for the Seven of Cups? Thank you. The worry is the King of Wands. Yeah. You're worried about not being able to achieve what you're wishing for or reach your goal with money or goals with money. You're worried about whether or not you can take control here, whether or not you can assert yourself. Whether or not you can successfully pursue this, whether you can master this situation that you're focused on, where there's some confusion around it, or your ability to see past the illusion or in the confusion and achieve what you're after here and assert yourself. You could be worried about someone that's in the King of Wands energy that's being very controlling by being dismissive, because with this King of Wands, he's kind of like got his head on a pike and he's just kind of just out of it, not really focused on it, no real ambition, no sense of direction. This may be you lacking direction with what it is that you want to achieve, and you may be worried about that, or worried about someone not really having the passion to help you with something that's confusing or that you are wishing for. Your challenge is the Tower. So this is the challenge of being able to suddenly change something that's uncomfortable or that's causing a shakeup for you. This here is the challenge of being able to get the realization that's needed here in order to have that change or get that enlightenment or be able to gain what it is that you are trying to bring into form, or to be able to get a higher power to back you on this, or your ability to come against a higher power to be able to salvage something that is lost or have something restored that you're having trouble being able to recover, or being able to have success with what you want to complete and be protected in your ability to do it and adapt or change, or you are protecting yourself by your ability to change and adapt to what you may not be able to change. This Tower is also saying as a challenge, something could be affecting you personally. This may be the challenge of how do you avoid a shakeup. But with the eye here, I feel like the challenge is you struggling to get the realization that you need with this situation in order for you to achieve your goals around a money situation. You also could be dealing with the unexpected, the challenge of unexpected happening. There could be the challenge of arguments here too, or being able to make your argument and get your point across. Your likely outcome is the Four of Swords. Now the Four of Swords, and this Four of Swords, he's restless. This is restless. This is not being able to rest, not achieving a truce. This is being in heavy meditation and contemplation here, because so much is going on around this. There's a fire that's happening all around. So there may be external factors here to your ability to try to get a truce or get an understanding or bring something to rest. You're restless about something that you're not able to bring to rest because of the Two of Swords. So for some of you, you're experiencing a stalemate with a situation around money. For some of you, you don't know what the options are. For some of you, this is a stalemate with someone else. For some of you, this is you struggling to make balanced decisions. For some of you, this is perhaps you being in denial or refusing to see. I also feel there's a need for you to make balanced choices, because the way that you are contemplating and meditating on your money and finances situation, you may be experiencing restlessness, because your plans are destroying what you're trying to do here. Or there's just problems with your plans where everything is just going up in flames. With the Four of Swords, you also have the Nine of Cups in front of that. So you want to be careful of any overindulgence, greed. Also, you want to be mindful about the law of attraction. How are you feeling? What are you focusing on? Because what you're focusing on, Taurus, you're in a position where you have the power to create, whether that is something you're attracting good things or you're attracting negative things towards you. With this Nine of Cups, it looks like it's almost like you're being blocked from getting satisfaction or wish fulfillment with what you're speaking on or bringing up or trying to bring to rest. It may be to do with how you are communicating or what it is that you need to write or create here. It's almost as if there's a need for you to really listen to what's being said in order to get happiness and satisfaction in a situation that you may be feeling blocked in or experiencing restlessness with. This is the need to see past, to really focus and quiet your mind so that you can really contemplate and pick up on something that's giving you a clue. Someone could be giving you a clue by what they say or what is being communicated and written, because this looks like it's a bunch of ink pens that she's wearing on top of her head. It's like there's a way to get satisfaction here, but it's about what you need to hear or what you need to say or what's not being said or what you're not hearing. But somewhere in this lies the truth. And there's a need to take off the blindfold so that you can see. And even if you do, you seem to be it's like you needing to be guided by the light of the moon. This is something that is more about your ability to sense than it is for you to plan for. I do see that you are on beast mode, where you're doing everything you can to get satisfaction and make balanced decisions or move away from a stalemate or any blockages that you're experiencing around money or a particular situation to do with money. You are needing the truth here because one sword is in front of her and one is behind her. But there is a need to make a decision. For some of you, there is perhaps only one option, or there is at least one option that's there, but there's issues with your ability to see that it's in front of you. For whatever this is to do with your money and finances. Let's see what your feelings and emotions are with your money and finances. Spirit, clarify the Ace of Pentacles. What is the emotions attached to the Ace of Pentacles that is Taurus attitude about their money and finances, please? What is the emotions for Taurus? Yeah, it's like you're worried about if you're going to be able to achieve what you're wishing for, or that you're not going to be able to achieve what you're wishing for. You have shy that's clarifying this Ace of Pentacles here, Taurus. So this is shy, timid, introverted, and reserved. Okay. So this is kind of like hiding from something. Feeling very reserved, feeling very introverted, feeling very shy. This is like lacking confidence to just step out about what it is that you want to create or receive. There's like a lack of confidence here, or you don't feel safe about it. With shy, you may there's a fear, uncertainty with the ability to gain this or create it or bring it into form. But you do see that there's the potential there. But there may be a need for you to be more bold. You may not be being very bold. Or there may be a need for you to be more careful. Or there's like it's like as if you're trying to be very careful about this, on how to gain this or create it or bring it into form or receive it, because there's concern about protection or the lack of protection with what you're pursuing concerning money or something tangible. Let's see what the guidance is for you, Taurus. But there is restless energy about your money and finances, about you with your money and finances. But it is geared towards you getting satisfaction. For some of you, you feel You're restless because there is stagnation or a blockage. It's almost as if you feel like you're being silenced or not being listened to or being heard about something that you want to um, be brought to rest or be made stable for you about your goal with money or something to do with money. This could be connected to work. What is the guidance for Taurus? You're restless for what you're seeking or wanting satisfaction or wish fulfillment with. What is guidance for Taurus? Thank you. Your guidance is the Ten of Swords. So you're dealing with a lot of difficulties. You have a lot of mental anguish. And this here is about you focusing on how to have healing and get a second chance with something you could be pursuing or seeking. Or this is about seeing how you can resurrect the situation that seemed or may be seemingly dead in the water, or that you are having trouble being able to see the change you want here, or get the realization or see how to change. With this Ten of Swords, this is about you focusing on healing and focusing on a second chance. Whether you see how to rectify the situation or rise to the call or see a way to get the decision and the desired result that you want here, or through your ability to look ahead and just move on from this and let it end and focus on healing and focus on other opportunities. I hope these messages help. Like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching. Bye, Taurus.